What's up, guys? Today we're playing the new Radical Red version 4.0. The newest version of the game is finally here with all of the newest Gen 9 Pokemon introduced into the game. Today we're going to battle Blaine, the 7th gym leader in the game. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Right out the gate, Blaine leads with the Sandy Shock. This is Magneton's Paradox form. And to counter it, we're going to lead with the Sandy Shock of our own. For this battle, there is permanent sunlight. It is harsh sunlight to be exact, which means all water type moves are nullified. Now, both Sandy Shocks here get a photosynthesis boost. This ability boosts the Pokemon's strongest stat in the sunlight. So in this case, it boosts our special attack stat, and all of Blaine's Paradox Pokemon are going to take advantage of this ability. First turn, we're going to attack first and go for the Earth Power. It's super effective, but the opponent's Sandy Shock has a Shuka Berry, so it is going to reduce the damage dealt by a ground type move, but we still deal some pretty good damage. Blaine attacks back with the Earth Power of his own, but we also have the Shuka Berry as well, so we're going to take the same amount of reduced damage. So the strategy here was quite simple. Sandy Shock is super effective against itself, so we just copied Blaine's Pokemon exactly, except we equipped our Sandy Shock with a plus speed nature, ensuring that we always attack first and get the jump on Blaine's first Pokemon. Sandy Shock goes down, and that's 1 down, 5 to go. The sunlight remains strong, and Blaine has a ton of these past Paradox Pokemon, including the Walking Wake, who we see come out next. Definitely one of the cooler Paradox Pokemon. Now, I don't know what Blaine's team was before the 4.0 update, but now with all these new Gen 9 Pokemon in the past Paradox forms, they really can take advantage of this permanent sunlight. So battling Blaine really was a great time for the 4.0 update to come out. Blaine's field effect is permanent sunlight, and it so happens to be that a lot of the Paradox Pokemon take great advantage of the sunlight using its photosynthesis ability. But anyways, Sandy Shock's gonna go down, and we bring out Alakazam next. First things first, we're gonna Mega Evolve. Mega Alakazam being such a monster of a Mega Evolution Pokemon. That was a crazy special attacks and speed stat, and we're gonna go ahead and attack first with a Psychic. And Walking Wake actually tanks the Psychic pretty well, definitely staying true to its original Suicune, being as bulky as it is. But he's going to hang on with the yellow health and retaliate with the Draco Barrage, which deals huge damage to Alakazam, but being such a glass cannon, it's pretty impressive that Mega Alakazam is able to hang on. So we survive the Draco Barrage, taking big damage, but it doesn't matter. We fire back with the Psychic, dealing the totally unnecessary crit there. It would have been nice if we had got it on the first attack, but anyways, Walking Wake goes down. Excited to see what other Paradox Pokemon Blaine's got in store for us next. But we see the Charizard come out. Now, don't worry, Blaine's still got a few Paradox mons still in store for us. But we've got to get through this threat, first of all. And Charizard Mega Evolves into Mega Charizard X. But not even Mega Charizard speed can keep up with Alakazam. We attack first, of course, deal big damage with the Psychic, but it's not enough to one-shot. But that's kind of to be expected. But in the battle of the Mega Evolutions, Charizard fires back with the Dragon Claw, and Mega Alakazam is gonna fall. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when the 4.0 patch came out, I just went crazy catching all the new Gen 9 Paradox Pokemon. So it's about time we bring one out, and we send out Iron Thorns to join the battlefield. Now, Charizard's gonna run away. He recognizes it's a bad type matchup for him, and he brings out the Great Tusk, who's gonna get the photosynthesis boost and tank the Accelerock like it's nothing. Now, Iron Thorns doesn't get a photosynthesis boost. All of the futuristic Paradox forms have a different ability. It boosts under electric terrain rather than sunlight. But anyways, we wanna switch to Dragonite here. Great Tusk tried to go for the headlong rush, but Dragonite is unaffected, and we get a safe switch. And Ground is 4 times super effective against Iron Thorn, so it's really important that we made that switch. Dragonite is a much better matchup for us here. Great Tusk hits us with a knockoff, knocking off the Silk Scarf, not a big deal. We retaliate with the dual Wing Beat, and it's going to deal super effective damage, but not quite enough to take him out in one shot. Now, Dragonite's multi-scale is broken at this point, but I'm thinking what could go wrong? Great Tusk is a ground fighting type, but it looks like it's got an ice type move. It goes for the Ice Spinner. It's 4 times super effective against Dragonite, and we're gonna go down. Definitely did not see that coming. Now, just goes to show how strong Great Tusk is. I know he's used a lot in competitive, but Dragonite has been an absolute tank for us this run, and it's definitely impressive to see him being made fodder of by Great Tusk. But next, we bring out Iron Jugulis, our next Paradox Pokemon, but it looks like Blaine realizes the disadvantage, so he switches Great Tusk out for Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is going to tank the Air Slash in place of Great Tusk, which would surely have spelled the end of Great Tusk if he had stayed in. So it's definitely a smart play by Blaine there. But since Blaine wants to do a ton of switching, we're going to make a switch of our own and bring Iron Thorns back out to the battlefield. And this is a much better type match for us. However, Ho-Oh is going to go for the Sacred Fire. And it's not going to deal that much damage, but the real threat is getting burned here. Sacred Fire has a 50% chance to burn, and that would have really screwed up our plans here. Now, Iron Thorns is holding a Shuka Berry, but for this reason, it would have been smarter in hindsight to equip a Ross Berry instead to prevent the burn. But we're gonna have to tank another attack here. We get hit with the 1-turn Solar Beam. Despite being super effective, Iron Thorns just barely hangs on with 22 HP. We're able to get off the quad super effective Stone Edge, and Ho-Oh goes down, but check this out. Like a phoenix rising up from the ashes, Ho-Oh comes back to life with its Phoenix Down ability. And I don't know where this ability came from. I know there weren't even abilities existing yet in Gen 2, but I'm fully in support of buffing older Pokemon. Now we're slower, but we have a priority move in Accelerock, and despite only being a 40 base power move, Ho-Oh is only at half health, and it's 4 times super effective, so it deals enough damage to take him out. And with Ho-Oh down, Blaine's down to his last 3 Pokemon, and Great Tusk comes back out again. He gets an attack boost from the Photosynthesis. Now, there's not much we can do here. We know we're slower than Great Tusk. We just get off a bit of chip damage from the Accelerock. That's all we can really do. And there goes the Shuka Berry, coming in pretty useless during this battle. We're going to go down to the Headlong Rush anyways, and that's Iron Thorns down. But that's all right. Iron Thorns did pretty good there. The blowback from using Headlong Rush is going to lower Great Tusk's defenses. That's going to be pretty useful considering how bulky this Pokemon is, and that's going to set us up perfectly for Iron Jugulis to come back out and finish the job. Now, Iron Thorns may not have been able to outspeed, but Iron Jugulis is. We're faster. We hit him with the super effective Air Slash, and Great Tusk goes down. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the battle so far and want to see more content like this, remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. And next, we see the classic Venusaur come out next, and I'm guessing it has the Chlorophyll ability. Now, Chlorophyll under Sun means that Venusaur will probably always outspeed us, so we've got to play this right here. Now, Iron Jugulis is a decent matchup here, but Iron Moth is an even better matchup. Venusaur likes to go for growth here. It recognizes that it can't deal much damage, but even boosting its attack and special attack, it can't deal much damage to Iron Moth at all, because we 4 times resist its grass type move. Venusaur goes for growth again, and Blaine's starting to realize he's in trouble here. Venusaur does not have very good coverage, but we certainly do. We go for the Sun Boosted Flamethrower. It deals super effective damage and almost one-shots Venusaur, but he hangs on only due to the Focus Sash. Now, it's not over yet. We know we're slower and we don't have any priority moves, which means we're gonna have to tank an attack here. Venusaur goes for the Weather Ball under Sun, meaning it's a fire type move, and we do type resist. Venusaur is +2 special attack, but despite that, Iron Moth tanks it like a champ. We hang out with Yellow Health, fire back with the Discharge, and Venusaur goes down. Iron Moth putting in that work. Definitely one of the cooler back sprites of the Paradox Pokemon, being a fire poison type in this game. It is a Volcarona's Paradox form. Mega Charizard X comes back out, and Blaine is down to his final Pokemon. Charizard attacks first with a Flare Blitz. Now we're gonna type resist, but it might not be enough. Unfortunately, Iron Moth goes down to the Flare Blitz. That Stab Fire base 120 fire type move under the Sun hits pretty hard from a Mega Evolution, that's for sure. But it's down to the 1v1 when we bring out Iron Jugulis to finish the job. Now, if we can only just outspeed here, it's a pretty close speed battle, but it looks like Charizard is slightly faster. He goes for the Flare Blitz. We don't type resist this time. Again, this is a huge base power move, boosted by the Sun, but we just barely survive getting burned, but the burn doesn't matter. We don't even have to attack. Charizard goes down to the recoil of the Flare Blitz, and that's GG Blaine. And this was such a close battle, man. Definitely down to the wire, but this was a super fun battle. First battle of the 4.0 update using all the new Gen 9 Pokemon. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me hear what you guys think. Who's your favorite Paradox Pokemon, or who's your favorite new Gen 9 Pokemon in general? And who are you looking forward to battling the most in the new 4.0 Radical Red update? But that's it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time.